So guys, Tucker's on, we're all on, and we got 14, 15 people right now. So here's the deal. I'm excited for today. Every week I get pumped for these meetings. And again, they're here for you. If you have specific stuff that you want to cover, I'm going to do the best I can to cover. I get these comments throughout the week like, hey, can you talk about this? Can you talk about that? Some of these are like really quick questions. Some of them are like larger type conversations to be had. And we're just going to continue every week trying to jump in and do what we got to do on this. So the answer to this question in my mind right now is, what does this treadmill have to do with my Premier Tribe membership? And really, I think Mark Layton nailed it. And from my standpoint, January 1, we buy this treadmill. It's pretty, it's sexy. We're excited about it. We're going to lose about 30 pounds in 2020. And because it's this great new shiny thing and it's this tool that we have, the reality of it is we have to get on this treadmill. We have to hit start. We have to hit the incline button. We have to increase the speed, and we have to be consistent and engage the tool, right? We have to engage the tool. And I get into this sometimes where there's a lot of people selling a lot of shiny objects as it relates to this real estate world. Guys, I'm not selling this. This real estate Premier membership and the tools and stuff are not just some shiny object you're going to join and then tomorrow we're going to lose the weight and we're going to make $1 million and we're good to go. Like, I'm very real about this. If we engage the process, we've seen success over and over and over again. And I'm an open book as it relates to anything that I know or don't know, but I would just continue to invite all of you to engage, get on this tool, and hopefully that's what today's training is really about. How do we get on this treadmill? Should we hit these in? Should we do some interval training? Should we do some long distance stuff? What is it that's really going to give us the results as to moving forward, and using this tribe? So the whole point of this treadmill is we've got to engage. We've got to get on the thing. If we're going to lose the weight, we got to engage. We got to do this. So that's the point there, kind of as a conversation starter. Victoria nailed it. Get on the treadmill and don't get off. You can't get off unless you can't stop. Keep going. Love it. So today's topic is how to turn your Premier Tribe membership into real money. And I want to go through examples and thoughts as to how to do this. So here's what is making this real for me is throughout this week, I went through text messages that I received, Messenger that I received, posts in Facebook, and here's some of the stuff that's coming through. It says, how do I do a better job of using the tribe and its resources to help me advance my business? So I'm new to this. How do I use the resources? I want to engage more, but I just don't know how. What are other tribe members doing? It seems as though everyone else is making money but me. That really caught my attention. What are other tribe members doing? I'm seeing their success. I'm not feeling it. How does this happen? Also, where are the video trainings? That's super simple. We'll do that at the end here. I'll show you exactly the links and how to do all that. And then this one I think is interesting too. I have a love-hate with the tribe. I love it because I see people doing deals. I hate it because I'm not the one doing those deals. So today what I want to do is address these questions that have come to me directly this past week as new members are coming in and joining us. And I think there's a bit of a formula for success in what people are doing. So let's just kind of jump into this. Guys, there's a lot of tools and stuff that you have access to. By the way, I'm going to take this hat off so I can feel like I'm a little bit more serious on this. So here are the tools, guys. And you've seen them. Maybe you haven't tapped into them. But as a Premier Tribe member, you get all this stuff and there's more. But I really wanted to highlight this type access, or these types of things you have access to. Number one, if you're here right now, you definitely have access to the private Facebook group. I want to talk about how to leverage this because it's a key component. The live weekly trainings, that's part of it. The 6-week masterclass training, that's available for you. Empire Pro 1.0, that's 37 videos. We'll talk about that. Flip, Bank, Live, the book, Tribe Membership Portal, the scripts, Ultimate Blueprint, all this kind of stuff I would see as being foundational type pillar content and things that I would want to use. So like these are the small little treadmills, the small little things that I would want to personally engage in. So here's the first thing. You guys are part of this Facebook group, right? So what is it? Like, how do I leverage this tool? And not only this tool, but also leverage my personal profile page to begin this business. Now, you realize that this tribe group, this private group, is a gathering of individuals in this business, right? And I look back and I go, years ago, man, how cool would it be if I had a specific question and I didn't know the answer to that I could go to a group and immediately I could basically solicit an answer. People are asking, that's cool, Mike, but I'm not really a marketer. And you're telling me I'm supposed to be a marketer, but I'm really an investor. So you have to ask yourself, cool, if I'm a marketer, then what am I marketing? You're marketing you. You are the brand that brings the service and the opportunity to these folks. What are you selling? What is your brand? The other thing that I would use this for, and that successful guys in the tribe are using this for, is basically to get answers, right? Hey, Aaron comes in, he's like mid-mod home, top or bottom, what do you like, A or B, right? Here's Sterling again, picking out some solid service countertops, which do you think would match best with my white cabinets? He's putting it out there, he's getting engagement, and he's saying, hey, again, once I'm in the game, not only am I doing videos and I'm doing this deal and I'm just finishing up, I'm excited I finished it, but hey, by the way, what would you guys suggest here? He's asking for feedback. Use it for personal branding, use it to get answers, use it to share deals and tips. This is where I think it begins to shift a little bit, and Sterling's been doing this. Ben started to do this, and what happens is when we start to teach somebody something, and you can write this down, but I'm just telling you right now, this works. The second you begin to teach somebody something is the moment that things shift and your relevance goes to here. So that would be the first tool that I would say, jump on that on a consistent basis and schedule that in. Okay, let's move into a couple of thoughts. The ultimate blueprint. I just want to make sure that people recognize this as a foundational resource. The ultimate, and if you don't have this, let Tucker know. I can send it to you in a PDF. It's like 28 pages. I literally spent probably 6 months crafting and putting this document together. If you're looking for foundational material in terms of a specific direction that I want to head in, this is where I would start. And when I do like one-on-one mentorships with students, they come in, they're like, hey, I'm kind of lost. I need accountability. This is where I start, and this is where I go back to over and over and over again throughout this. So if you don't have this, then let us know. I would highly recommend that you review this, that you look it over and go, okay, this is where I'm at. Because look, this is a very simple process, but we have to understand how we follow the thing through, from deal source to analysis to coming in and making some decision points. And I mean, it's all right here. And I've literally spent, just in the last week, I think I spent 4 hours doing a one-on-one training with a new tribe member named Patrick. And this is what we've been going over, just hitting this harder and harder and going, okay, where am I at? This brings perspective. So if you're confused out there, don't know where to start, this is, from a foundation standpoint, where I would start. I would start in the Ultimate Blueprint Exposed. And it's like 28, 30 pages of content and stuff that walks you through exactly, and it has case studies and examples and all that. So spend a lot of time on this. Go to it, use it. This is where I would start. A lot of people are coming to me and they're like, Mike, I want to do this. I've read the Blueprint Exposed. I just don't know how to talk to people. I'm scared. I don't know what to say. So there's this other document. This thing's like 15 pages long, I think. And it's the scripts. It's what I say, the psychology behind what you say, how to work with motivated sellers. It's that entire piece of how to begin the language and the dialogue, okay? And I know that this works. Again, it's just engaging in the scripts and putting it out there and saying, okay, like I understand the psychology. The other resource that you need to be aware of is this book called Flip Bank Live. I wrote this with one of my partners, Greg Herline. I wrote this after doing a bunch of home shows and traveling around. And, after the home show and after you speak, it'd be this big line afterwards, and they'd come up and do this huge Q&A thing, right? They'd ask you questions. And I've sat on these panels, and essentially over the years, I just started to write down every single question that people started asking me. And here's like one, like, what advice would you give to someone who wants to get started in this business, right? Or what paint color do you use? Or how do I find money? Or all of these questions that just tend to come up. Oh, but there's even one as simple as, hey, whenever I buy houses, my yard's always trashed. How do I turn my grass green faster? Stuff like that. Like anything that I just wrote down and said, hey, these are questions. So it's a Q&A. It's a super easy read. I can definitely, there's digital copies of the book. There's hard copies of the book. Let us know, reach out. We can definitely get you one of these books to go through that whole Q&A thing. Literally, I think it'll take you 45 minutes to an hour to go through the question, answer is another kind of little foundational piece. Okay, here's the next thing. And it has to do with these membership portals. And there are a bunch of links, and Tucker's put it out there on Facebook, but a lot of us have maybe missed it. And if you were to go back onto January 14th, there's a post that we put together, that Tucker and I put together, and on that has links to each one of these portals. Now, a membership portal is essentially a link you click on, has you do a little login, and then once you log in, behind that, there is a grouping of training videos, okay? Essentially just like we have right here. Like here's all these links right here. If I wanted to go into the Tribe membership portal, and again, the Tribe membership portal has a bunch of mentor training where we have, I think there's 6, 7 lessons right in there where these are mentors of mine that I've flown out to, that I've talked to, and we sit down and say, okay, teach me everything you know about lead gen. Teach me everything you know about buying and selling your business in the past. I mean, there are some phenomenal trainings in there from some of my mentors. I mean, even one of my wrestling coaches is in there because I wanted to have him talk about mentality. I just want to come back to this is, guys, the reason why I created this is just because I look back and I go, look, 2002, I wish I would have had somebody hold my hand through some of this stuff. And I'm finally in a position where years later, I feel like I'm in a position that I can do that and share that back. So that's what this is about. Know that I'm totally committed to this and helping you guys. Like I absolutely love it. And I'm blown away by what you guys are doing. So my final thoughts are this: engage, engage, engage. Like the more you engage, the more you invest in this process, you're going to see results. The content's there, the community is there. And let me say, this isn't like my tribe. Like this is your tribe. This isn't about Mike and what I'm doing. This is your thing. I want to empower you as a community to engage in the stuff that's here. You have a tip. You have something you've learned. You have a problem. We can be vulnerable. We can get out there. We can say, hey, this is what's going on. So I want you to engage like that. Know that I'm open to helping and supporting any way that I possibly can. Hopefully this is an overview in terms of what you have access to at your fingertips, and you guys can begin to utilize it.